All right, welcome to episode 84 of 5 Minutes of X, where 5 is flexible. I'm reading every mutant comic Marvel ever made in chronological order, and this week, this may be the weirdest issue since X-Men 36. Now it's the Avengers' turn to do some construction work. All right, 1.5 mutant books in April of 1970. On the 14th, the Avengers number 77 drops. Roy Thomas was the writer. John Buscema did the art. Then on April 21st, this super weird Ka-Zar book drops. I say it's weird because this is a 3-issue run called Ka-Zar, Ka-Zar 1, 2, 3. Each issue has a reprinted Ka-Zar story, so nothing new there, and then a non-Ka-Zar short that is new. So it's named Ka-Zar, but there's no new content with the titular character, but there is new content with other characters. So weird. This particular issue reprints X-Men number 10, which we covered on the channel many like almost a year ago. Daredevil number 24, which we will not be covering since there are no mutants in it, and a new for this issue story containing Wanda and Pietro called In His Footsteps, the Huntsman for Zeus. It was written by Alan Brodsky and drawn by Frank Springer. Both creators are new to the channel. Alan isn't well known in comics and has only written about 37 comics.
In a row?
As far as I can tell. Frank, though, has been around forever and is mostly known for his work on the Transformers. So I mentioned in the opening about some construction work. Remember that one time?
You remember when you were with the Beatles?
In the X-Men number 36, when Angel, Cyclops, and Marvel Girl had to get jobs in construction? Well, now it's the Avengers' turn, so let's just get into it. All right, so we open this issue with the Avengers tearing down a building and some street folk wondering to each other if it's allowed. Some cigar-smoking fat cat named Cornelius Van Lunt, remember that name, he's going to be around for a little bit here. He moves the plot forward by producing the property deed for some police asking questions, and we flash back to Tony Stark showing up at the mansion, hat in hand. Apparently, this Van Lunt dude has somehow threatened Tony Stark's financial health, and it's specified that he has done so legally. So now Tony needs to collect on rent from the Avengers mansion. Black Panther decides to go teach high school instead, though he is an out of this and a bunch of future issues. He does sort of teach on the side. So we cut to some goons talking smack about their boss before a fat green hooded Cobra Commander enters and shoots one of them to make an example. He then shows the rest of the living ones the game tape from their last heist, which failed apparently. But now that the Avengers have to get gerbs, K-Mart Cobra Commander wants to try again. So a plane flies a banner offering the Avengers for work while Wanda and Pietro go on a late night talk show to explain that they need $120,000. I put this into an inflation calculator and it's just a touch over $1 million today. Job offers start pouring in, but they don't pay fast enough, but one does. The job for Van Lunt himself. He wants the Avengers to sign a contract, work as a demolition crew for 1 week, 7 days, that's it. Then Van Lunt will call off the financial attack on Tony. It's never explained why this is important to him. It's just a complete unknown. This panel here, though, it kills me. We have Goliath signing with a normal size pencil, and it's just pure comedy gold. It's just great. Okay, so we cut back to the Temu terrorist, and he wants to rob a bank while also killing our heroes with this fragile-looking gizmo. Then another cut to the Avengers about to begin their final task for Van Lunt. I feel like we skipped a few days of sweat equity here, but at least the 1960s page padding isn't rearing its ugly head again. The Avengers are sent into a derelict tunnel to work by our discount despot in costume. This time he's wearing like a rubber mask. Then kaboom! The tunnel explodes. The bad boys go on to their bank robbery and start stealing things when the Black Panther shows up. Then the rest of the Avengers, they aren't dead after all. Wanda uses her hex powers here to break apart a gun, and these two panels have top tier art. They capture the garbage bag general and unmask him Scooby-Doo style. It's Van Lunt's skinny right-hand man says he was trying to frame Van Lunt using a fat suit because Van Lunt ruined him financially like a decade ago and doesn't even remember doing it. The Avengers made it out of that tunnel by guessing it was a trap and having a submarine ready to walk over to. What? I thought they were broke. Where'd they get the submarine with a submarine tube? We end the issue with the arrest of the skinny assistant and a moral dressing down to Van Lunt for being a greedy jerkus malurkus. Okay, in Ka-Zar number 1, we see Hercules return to Earth after being away for a while. He was on the Avengers there for a hot minute, and I actually do not know what happened to him between then and now. Anyway, here he is wearing a trench coat and doing parkour through the city, while this creepy dude with a bow staff calmly walks after him. Herc bumps into Goliath, but doesn't remember him, as the last time they met, he was dressed in purple and going by Hawkeye. Also, he wasn't 10 feet tall. After the re-intro is sorted, Herc diddly doots into his backstory. Up on Olympus, Herc is arguing with his dad Zeus because he wants to go hang out on Earth with some chicks. At one point, he accuses Zeus of holding and stifling him like a woman, and he storms off. It's just so weird. All right, so Herc leaves for Earth, and Zeus sends this huntsman after him. Our cameo comes in when the Avengers, including the recently returned Wanda and Pietro, help Herc slip away from the huntsman over the last 4 pages of the story. The Ka-Zar cameo with Wanda and Pietro is fun but fleeting. The story is a Herc one, so there's not much mutant goodness to cover here. The Avengers issue it's just plain fun. No earth-ending plot, nothing heavy or earth-shattering, just a small, silly story with a moral tisk-tisk ending to a fat cat. The art here is great, story's fine enough, not much else to say about it really. I like these small fun issues from time to time. The Blackbird is returning to base. All the character info, reading lists, and side projects live at Jordy.com. Catch new episodes Wednesdays at noon and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Recycled reprints is off to a shaky start with 0 X-Peep sightings. So I'll just keep using Wanda and Pietro as the aloe vera for my reprint-induced sunburn.